Allahu Akbar!
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is the Concept 1B, one of the most expensive tanks that Wargaming has given to us. And the way you get this tank is through snow globes, right here. So basically in a snow globe you have 1% chance of dropping it directly, as you can see, while you can also get these tanks, like all of these, any one of these. Or you can just collect 10 charms and get this tank directly, like guaranteed, with another tank, like 2 tanks together. So yeah, I basically gambled, which I don't recommend, on these gold crates and some of the free XP crates to get these 9 snow globes, and then the 10th one I just grinded the event. So the Concept 1B is an interesting tank because it looks very like a pancake tank. I don't know. People call it a pancake tank, but that also is the LT432, which is a tier 8 different tank. And the legendary camo looks interesting. It's called the Thunderbird, as you can see. The feathers actually try to cover the hatch, which is interesting, but it doesn't work like that, which I'll show you in a replay. Which is basically a training room against a 60 TP, like 1v1 in a 60 TP, and that's where I'll talk about the specs of this tank. So let's go into it. So basically this is the Concept 1B is like a Chieftain Mark 6, but worse gun and better turret. You can say that it's like a Chieftain Mark 6, but it is not. It is like a hull down god because you can't hit any of the weak points except the hatch, which is very small. It doesn't have any cheeks or anything. I mean, there is cheeks, but I'll go and hull down, you can't see those cheeks at all. And the DPM is 2600 with provisions on, while 2500 without provisions, like completely stock. And the gun is like 380 alpha, which is interesting, being not 400, with 330 on its heat. So yeah, this gun is weird with 380 alpha and 8.6 seconds of reloaded provisions. So it is a DPM heavy, but you can't use the DPM like that effectively if you are not hull down, that is. So as you can see, the turret, it's just impenetrable, straight up impenetrable, right? Like there's no way you pin that. But here I'm trying to like go hull down, but I couldn't in front of a 60 TP, so I just decided to like go in, not YOLO him, but just try to go hull down, but I didn't realize that he was in front like that ahead. So he just got a shot in, so I just put my DPM in. So that's how it works. So as you can see, the feathers, those actually disappear, which I'll show you in a closer look later on, where I'll show you the armor, because I'm going to pause it, and there's a place where actually it highlights a very good armor profile for itself, or the 60 DP. But for now, I'm just trying to get the DPM in while it's reloading. As you can see, it's easy to pen it on the side. So you have to wiggle your tank hard to actually get bounces when you're trying to like 1v1 or face hug. Not face hug, but if you are on flat ground, that is. You have to. You can actually wiggle the tank. Okay, here is the armor profile right here. As you can see, it's red, but on the upper plate it's penable just because the gun is looking downwards. But you can see the gun depression is not even enough for that. So you can face hug in this tank, but I don't recommend face hugging in this tank just because of those hatch. As you can see, the feathers disappeared, and you can actually see these 3 spots that you can hit. And as you can see, this spot right there, I'm just using my cursor, aiming cursor, okay, aiming circle, not aiming circle, but cursor, you can say, to show you where to, because I'm on my phone. This spot right here, since it's flat, you can actually hit that. And if you take a closer look on this spot right there, that's actually the engine deck. So you can actually HE this tank right there on the engine deck because it's raised up from the back, which is very interesting to see, as none of the tanks have that. And this spot right here is actually pennable as well, if I can get it to there. That spot, actually I got penned by a Hesh from a 183. I got punished for that. I didn't know that. When after that, I checked the armor profile on Armor Inspector, which I'll not do in this video because just to save some time. These 3 spots, these V ports are actually pennable, so watch out. But they are troll because since they're V ports, if you hit the port itself, you don't get penned. But if you see in the back, there's actually armor behind it, and you can actually pen that. So yeah, you can actually pen the hatches, and the feathers do nothing, absolutely nothing. So you can't just use the legendary camo to save yourself. So yeah, that's the armor profile for the 60 TP. Not 62, that's 60 TP for the concept 1B. And now I'm just putting up my DPM, and he just bounced me, which I think you didn't see. I think you didn't get to see, but he bounced me. The 60 TP bounced me. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I just got DPM. No, I didn't get DPM. The 60 TP got DPM'd by me. Sorry for my English. It's not my first language. So in the next replay, I'm going to show you it again, 1v1ing a Yoh, trying to hit the hatch. And I'm going to use my own perspective, the concept 1B perspective, to see how it works. So let's go into it. So here it is. I'm going to 1v1 the Yoh, and another thing you can see is the speed. It goes 45 forward, which is just amazing. Seeing a tank go 45 as a heavy tank, it's not the only tank that goes 45. Even IS-7 goes 50 forward, which is very interesting. But it does pick up the speed, the concept 1B, but it struggles uphill, which every heavy tank does. So as you can see, I'm trying to hit the lower plate, but then after some time I just go for the hatches, because we just decide to hit the hatches. He bounced just because I backed up. So as you can see, the upper plate is actually very strong, but now he's just using heat. And I'm still trying to hit the lower plate, but then I just realized, why am I trying to hit the lower plate? That's kind of pointless to show how accurate this gun is. So this gun has a 0.293 dispersion using refined gun, and I think 3.4 seconds of aiming time using the correct equipment, which I forgot the name. Yeah, and that is just it's like Chieftain Mark 6 gun, but it's not that accurate. You actually bounce quite a lot, or troll. This gun is troll basically. It's very troll. Sometimes you hit shots that even a Chieftain Mark 6 can't hit. So yeah, as you can see, those hatches are easy to hit, but he can't pen me that good on the hatches. He's just bouncing, and I just hit that shot on the side, which I don't know how, but I did. And now he's just penning me. He's not penning me on the hatch. He's just penning me on the front plate. Hatch is like kind of very difficult to hit the hatch, hit on this tank. The hatches. I don't know. My English is just, I don't know, it's out of the world. Good question. So I'm just trying to hit this tank. I just find a spot with heat, and this thing has a very good heat pen. It's basically like a T57 heavy. I think it's 341 with the calibrated one, which is very good. But it's not the best heat pen, of course. And I just try to shoot heat again, and I just bounce again, because this thing isn't the accurate tank, if that's even a word, accurate. And then I just hit the hatch because he's trying to get 3 shots in while I just get the hatch out. And that's how the concept 1B works in a battle. It should work in a 1v1 like that, but in a battle it's completely different. So let's get into a battle where I just got it's a first class, but it is great. It actually shows everything about this tank. Not everything, but quite a lot of things. So let's get into the battle. Alright, so it's on Falls Creek, and they have a 183 and a Yak Panzer V100, while we have a 183 as well. Of course, I look at the TD, and I'm playing with my buddy Kupati, and he's like my clanmate. And ignore this statement. I don't know why did anyone would write that, but that's just toxicity. But I ignore that. So basically, I just go hull down right here. Every hull down heavy tank, just go there. So I'm just getting shots, kind of trying to get shots in, trying to spot some people, and here I get spotted, which is interesting to note. But I think the 60 TP spotted me, and now you can see the dispersion. It's kind of the aiming circle is small, and I hit shots like these, which I have no idea how they hit, because I was backing up and I hit that while backing up, and I don't know what this IS-4 is doing. I'm just waiting for him to back off so that I can poke again. And then another of these shots. That was red. That was not red, but that was like kind of red and gray mix. But I don't know how did I hit that though. And then now I just try to finish off this 60 TP, but as you can see, the yak kind of bounced me, which is interesting. But the 60 TP hit me. I was trying to see where he hit me, but I think he hit me on the lower plate. Because this thing is like wide, so I don't know. When you try to poke, your lower plate actually is exposed, kind of thing. I tried to hit the hatch, but I couldn't. And I see the team, they just went down, and the 60 TP is also going down. And I just got hit from the yak panzer, which this is the worst trade that you should ever do in this tank. But I'm trying to get shots in the 60 TP, but I can't, because if I poke, I get hit. So I just wait, and then my buddy just hits him, and I'm waiting for him to hit again. I'm just sitting right here, waiting for him to die. But then he doesn't kill him because he's bouncing him, so he just turns his turret, and then I poke, and then this happens, which is very interesting because the dispersion was supposed to be good, but as I said, it's troll. The gun is very troll, and then I hit this. And the next few shots, it's just, I don't know how do I hit those shots. It's against a Chieftain Mark 6, which is just my, like, almost the same tank as me. But some shots, I have no idea how they hit. Not this one though, because he just pulled backwards, which is, I don't know why he even do. And then I decide to push up after this one. And then I hit this shot. I have no idea how, because I was backing up. And then the next shot, I pull up, and then I see the small part and then max for him. And then I just try to get in while my buddy died, Kapati. He died. And then I get this shot in, which I have no idea how did I hit, because this thing is just accuracy god. So the Chieftain just goes into cover while the 57 is up there. And then I just push in because I see it's 3v5. So I just push in because there's two one-shots, kind of one-shots. And now they are one-shots. And I try to back off, but somehow he hits that. I think he hits the upper plate. And then I try to hit this, and this just bounces because, of course, my accuracy is just the finest. I keep backing off, and then I hit this Chieftain because he's trying to, I don't know, what was he doing? And then I clear this 57, probably, I don't remember. I think I cleared this 57. Oh no, someone else clears this 57. While I try to go, and then he just dies here. That IS-4 go with him. And then this Yag, I just made him shoot like that. And then I don't know what was I doing here. I should have just poked right there because I'm reloading. I thought I was just reloading, I wouldn't poke, but I wasted some seconds of my adrenaline, but I still got the shots in. So yeah, I couldn't get shots on the Yak Panzer, so yeah, no, the 183, of course. And then I just get in. We are at 4,700 damage. I think I get one more shot in. Yeah, the killing shot, of course. Yeah, 5,100, of course. That's just amazing. Shouldn't that be an ace? No, it's not, of course. It's a first class. 5,117 damage, 3 kills. It makes a lot of credits, but I used boosters, so you can't actually see what's the credit coefficient for this for now. And as you can see, the Chieftain on the enemy team did 0 damage, which is just amazing to watch. Interesting to watch because I just farmed him out. So yeah, that's the concept 1B for you. So basically you have to keep these two things, some points in mind actually, not two things. There's more than two things. You are just a hull down god. You have good DPM. You have amazing speed. And you can actually side scrape in this tank. But that engine deck is the issue. So if people can hit that engine deck while you side scrape, not if you like go face on, but if you side scrape like this, people can hit that engine deck. So just keep that in mind. So it's not the best side scraper, but they can actually hit that engine deck, so it's like good. You can actually side scrape in this tank effectively. Because of the engine deck, it's not the best side scraper, as I said before, and the hull, it's like the M-VI-Yoh hull. It's like troll, but not the best reliable to bounce. Especially with that commander's hatch, I would say. And these two parts on the side, those side cheeks, that's actually not pennable if you look straight on. That's like 200 millimeters of pen. Not 200, like 300. You can't pen them unless you go on the side like that. So yeah, basically this is the Concept 1B for you, and I would not recommend gambling for it. But if you do, and you do get this tank, oh, you're gonna be in good shape then. This is a great tank to get. So will I say this thing is tourney meta? Definitely. But is this like a OP tank like an Annihilator? Definitely not. This tank's weakness is if you push this tank, it's dead. You can't 1v1 tanks like that. Because if they surround you, you don't have enough DPM to get them out. Even though I killed a 60 TP and a Yoh, I don't think it has any DPM to actually win a 1v1 situation in pub battles, especially, or in tournaments. So just make sure you are with the team, and don't just run away or seclude yourself from the team and like try to just be that one person trying to like go hold one corner. Stick with the team and you will win a lot of battles. So yeah, that's my opinion on the 60 TP. Why am I 60 TP? I'm just loving 60 TP, I guess. This is the Concept 1B for you. In my opinion, it's not broken, but it is extremely good, effective, and it's just amazing. But it's not the most OP tank. Yes, I'm repeating this like 10 times because you guys have to keep this in mind that it's not worth it to gamble that much money for just this tank. So yeah, because it's just a pixel tank and you're not gonna get anything out of it IRL. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these. And see ya next time. Thank you.